I found a new obsession, and of course, this is the result of that. Surprisingly, this is not any kind of Heaven's Officials Blessing unboxing. I know, crazy, right? I already kind of opened this one because it felt extremely light, so I was worried it wasn't the right thing, but turns out, thankfully, that it is what I ordered. You can already see what it is. So yes, my new obsession actually is both Gambit and Rogue at the moment. And I really couldn't help myself when I saw this. I had to get it. Of course, it's Gambit and Rogue from the basketball scene in X-Men 97. Now, I haven't seen X-Men 97 yet. I just have like a plethora of things to watch that I have to catch up on. That, and I know what happens to Gambit, so I'm very sad. I don't know if I want to see it. And then I bought another figure from a different seller. This is the CT figure of Gambit, and I am adoring it. He looks extremely poseable, which I'm really excited about. I'm usually not one to really buy figures like this. I'm not like a super big expert on it. I just kind of like, if I see it, I buy it. Case in point, I also bought this other Gambit. I don't know, there's something about X-Men 97's design of Gambit and just everybody in general that I really, really love. But let me take some of these out of the box so we can all take a closer look, and then I can start posing them and putting them on my Gambit shrine.
I should also mention, the main reason I kind of got back into X-Men was because of Marvel Rivals. I don't know, my work friend just kind of like kept begging me to play, and now he doesn't play it, but now I'm kind of like really, really obsessed with Rivals. But that wasn't my only exposure to X-Men. I've kind of just been, again, like on and off fan, so I don't know, just something about Gambit himself. He's kind of like very committed and loving to Rogue, which, I don't know, kind of also reminded me of Hua Chung. I don't know, I guess I'm just very, very weak for characters that are just like super hyper obsessed with their significant others.
Alright, we got this one out first. His coat is actually plastic compared to the CT figure that I have. Still very nice nonetheless. His little accessories do have a lot of detail on them as well. But I might switch out that hand with this one because this piece just kind of like comes off like that. It feels like it's very easy to lose. There we go, we'll give him that hand for now so that way I'm not worried about losing any pieces. Okay, switch up these guys' hands so that way I want to pose them specifically like that one scene where Rogue kisses Gambit. I don't know, I think it's really, really cute. The figures have a lot of movement, which I'm really happy about. I just get scared that I'm gonna break them somehow, but no, that's just how they move. Their joints are just really, really stiff. And then out of the three, the CT figure does have the most accessories, but I'll see what pose I put him in. His coat we can see is more plastic and a lot more flowy than this one, which I'm not complaining about this one specifically. I still love this one. But this one you can even like pose in a certain way. I think there's like a little bit of like wire in there. So I put this card effect on his hand. I think it's really cool, but it seems to be a little bit heavy and poor Gambit is like breaking his arm and his hand here. I think this did come with like a stand, so let me see what I can do. Alright, lighting and sound is probably going to be really bad here, but I set all of the figures up now. It's the beginnings of a shrine, okay? It's just a little shelf, but it's still in its infancy. We can see my 3 Gambit pops up there. I'm gonna put probably some comics on the back so you don't see like that breakage in between my cheap ass bookshelf. But for this Gambit, I actually just went to give him his little card. I can't pose him all too well, but I think it looks nice. Then the CT figure here, I don't know if this is what that little stand is for, but I'm gonna use it for that anyway. He did come with like a little clear stand that's kind of to the side, but I think he's fine right there. He's just kind of leaning against the box, so it's fine. And then Rogue and Gambit in the corner. This is the closest I could get the pose, really. I tried to put her hand in between them, but it wouldn't fit too well. So they're just gonna stay like that, and I think that's super cute. Oh, and I forgot to mention the tiny Rogue and Gambit pops there. My collection's slowly growing. I know I bought some pins as well, so I am also making an eat-a bag of Gambit. I also did move some things around on this shelf here, so there's my Twilight, my Scum Villain merch, Grandmaster of Demonic Cultivation. I don't know, it's just a very simple, but really like aesthetically pleasing kind of shelf in my eyes. But nonetheless, just a short video showing off the 3 or 4 technically figures here that I got. Again, when I get into something, I get into something. It is an obsession. So thank y'all for joining me for this unboxing. And we'll see what next time holds. Maybe it'll be a Gambit, maybe it'll be more Heaven's Officials Blessing. Who knows? It's a mystery at this point.